Open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Sports page brought to you this morning by JRR. Donors choose and iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher. Teacher going to get hooked up with $5,000 to stock their classroom this semester. Taco, who's this morning's nominee?
That would be Brooke Wilson from Mainland High School in the running for $5,000 worth of supplies. That'd be awesome, man. Well deserved for these teachers.
You can make your nominations, WJR.com/teachers. Bulldog, good morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Ready for the weekend, man. Big weekend of racing here in Central Florida.
Yeah, let's start with that. The Coke Zero Sugar 400, Saturday night under the lights at the Mecca of Speed, Daytona International Speedway. Last race of the regular season. Got some playoff implications, obviously. 14 spots are set. There are 2 spots available, so any new first-time winner who wins is in the playoff, which means your boy Kyle Busch has to win. What happened to Kyle Busch, by the way?
Yeah.
What happened to Kyle Busch? Is he just old and over the hill now? What?
Better to fade
Bad
out.
Equipment?
Better to fade out than
ever since that
better to burn out than fade away.
I was wondering if you had those lyrics. It's ever since that broken leg that we didn't mean to wish upon.
No. He came back strong after that.
Okay, good.
It's just been the last few years. He's just not been happening, man.
But for those that don't know, one time Kyle Busch just happened to pull up at our campsite out there, and he's with the M&M, all this, big promotional thing, and they're like, all right, break a leg, and he did. That stunk.
Yeah. Man. So we'll see what happens at Daytona. By the way, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, they're both on the bubble, so they both have a chance to get in on points if there's not first-time winners. So we'll see what happens there. NFL winds down the preseason this weekend, full slate of games, including my Jaguars taking on Lynch's Dolphins, and the Buffalo Bills coming to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, all the fantasy football drafts coming up this weekend. I got mine, Taco. I know you already had yours, but I got a big one on Sunday. My big league is Sunday. I'm fired up about it.
I really hope you do much better than I did. Best of luck to you, buddy. That's how we do it in the league, Pat.
Lynch, when's your draft?
The only draft I have maybe is the air conditioning coming underneath the bedroom door,
or a cold draft beer tonight at Fish Lips.
Yeah, that as well.
There you go. UCF, it appears they've named their starting quarterback for the season opener next week against Jacksonville State. It's being reported that Cam Fancher, sort of a surprise pick, the transfer from FAU, will be the starter. He's a redshirt senior, 22 years old. Started 9 games for FAU last year. Didn't have the best one-loss record, 2-7 last year as a starter. He apparently has won the competition between Taven Jackson, Jakari Brown, and then Cam Fancher. And it looks like Cam Fancher will get the start, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's rotating quarterbacks at least at some point this season. You guys fired up about Cam Fancher?
I just hear 22 years old as a senior, and I think that I was 23 as a senior.
Lynch, what was that? What was that sigh you just had?
There's not high expectations for UCF this season, and anybody who's expecting, an 8 or 9 win season, best of luck with that.
Could happen though. Never know in the Big 12. The Big 12 is about as unpredictable as any league out there. So yeah,
I hope I'm wrong. That's I really do.
I don't think anybody. I don't expect them to do well. I think if they could win 6 or 7 games, that'd be a great first season for Scott Frost's return.
Agreed.
Big news.
I see them winning 5 or 6, just for the record. Do you guys we want to make a prediction that I write down?
No. We'll make our picks next week.
Okay.
We'll make our season predictions for all the teams in the state of Florida. SEC, big news. They're going to go to a 9-game conference schedule starting in 2026, which is next season. I don't think it's any coincidence that they're announcing this as the College Football Playoff Committee says, hey, we're going to start taking strength of schedule more into account. There's analytics now that the College Football Playoff Committee is going to use about strength of schedule. And the SEC also has just signed a new TV contract, so I'm sure ESPN is saying, listen, we don't want these Humpty Dumpty games. We want more conference games in our curriculum. So that's another reason the SEC is going to a 9-game schedule. By the way, back to NASCAR, Lynch, sad day. Humpy Wheeler passed away yesterday. Do you know who Humpy Wheeler is?
I know the name. It's old school though, but I'm sure
Humpy
you're gonna.
Wheeler. He was like the P.T. Barnum of NASCAR back in the early days. He was like a promoter who got fans out to the track with these wild promotions, like school bus races and things like that. So Humpy Wheeler passes away.
All right, Orlando City road game, Nashville this weekend.
Nashville, that'll be tomorrow night, but the big game is coming up on a Wednesday when they go down to Miami to play Inter Miami in the League's Cup semifinals. I'm pumped up. Messi is supposed to play, by the way.
Hey, what about your golf this weekend, fellas?
The playoff?
Yeah.
You fired up about the PGA Tour playoff? I'm not.
I mean, Pat, we have, college football.
It is week 0 college football. Mark Daniels will be in to preview the handful of games that we have in the final hour of the show.
Ask him about the Big 12 matchup. You know what they're calling it, right?
Oh, we
Kansas.
know. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What are they calling it?
That is the farmer.
Some with a farm in it.
What is it?
Farmageddon.
Yes.
Farmageddon. K-State versus Iowa State. Going to be good.
All right.
Bring your corn.
Little League World Series continues this weekend.
Doesn't matter.
I guess at this point, yeah.
Yeah, if Lake Mary's out, we're out.
Or Lake Mary.
I guess it's kind of fading like Kyle Busch at this point, man.
Wasn't Maitland? Weren't they in the Little League World Series once?
I know Winter Park Little League was once.
No, remember when Bichette's son was on the Little League team? I think that was the Maitland Little League World Series team. No, am I wrong about that? I know Apopka was, and obviously Lacey. Thought we had another
Winter Park Little League was in it one time because my cousin was on the team.
You need to Google that. I think Maitland was in it.
I'm sure they probably were too. Represent, man.
At this point, everybody's begging for a birthday.
Happy birthday to the blues man, John Lee Hooker. Oh!
Listen. Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.